A class constant is like a property with a value that never changes. Constants are useful for defining things like error codes, data structure names, and things that have no need to change at runtime, if ever. While there is no restriction built into PHP, best practice dictates that constant names are in all capital letters separated by underscores. Constants can only contain simple values such as strings, booleans, and integers. Arrays will not work. To define a constant, you start with the keyword const, followed by the name with no $, an assignment operator, and the value. Open the address class and navigate to the top of the file. Then add 3 constants for each of the address type values. Const address type residence equals 1, const address type business equals 2, and then const address type park equals 3. Part of the reason why I did not specify that the address types be defined as a constant is that arrays are not allowed as constant values. With that said, you can replace the hard-coded values with the constants that were just declared. Similar to static properties, you use the scope resolution operator to access constants, only without the $. Edit the static address types and replace the keys with the constant values. Address type residence, address type business, and address type park, and save. There is no functional difference between having the raw numbers there and the constants, which is part of the goal. From a code maintainability perspective, those constant values are now available to any other piece of code and can be referred to using semantic names, as opposed to trying to remember what number is associated with what value. There is no functional difference between having the raw numbers there and the constants, which is part of the goal. From a code maintainability perspective, those constant values are now available to any other piece of code and can be referenced using semantic names, as opposed to trying to remember what number is associated with which value. In the next video, I'll demonstrate how to write a static method that can be used for data validation.